Good morning, Year 2. Well done on all your lovely work yesterday. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd of February 2021, and we are moving on to our second lesson on fractions. You can find that in your Maths No Problem textbook 2B, page 105. So it's fractions lesson 2, and today we are learning how to show half and a quarter. These terms should already be familiar to you from year 1, and so this lesson is hopefully a form of revision, revisiting the terms half and a quarter. Please remember, it might be useful to have a square cut out to help you with the Let's Learn and In Focus activities. So let's have a little look at the In Focus, as always, together. How can Ravi and Hannah share the cake equally? Okay, so our decorated pink square here represents a cake that Ravi, Hannah would like to share. So we need to share it equally between the two children. How would you do that? Again, there are a variety of ways of dividing that cake up equally between two people. Have a little think about how you would do it. And then Let's Learn explains that to share the cake between Ravi and Hannah equally, then we must cut the cake into two equal parts. Remember, children, that word equal in fractions is very important indeed. So each piece is half of the whole cake. One half here and one half here. Each piece is one part out of two equal parts. So each of these pieces is one part out of two equal parts. And we write that as 1 over 2, 1 out of 2. Remember, children, that is the fraction of a half. 1 half. 1 part out of 2 equal parts. If we had a square piece of paper representing the cake and we folded it into 2 equal parts, we could shade one of those parts, and then 1 part out of 2 equal parts of the square is shaded. 1 half of the square is shaded. 1 part out of 2 equal parts is shaded. Here, purple. And of course, Hannah's asking a question that I like to ask too. Are there other ways to fold the paper into halves? And children, I know that you know that there is. Okay, so I know you know there are different ways of folding a square into halves. Part 3. Fold another square of paper into 4 equal parts. Remember yesterday's learning on folding into 4 equal parts, children. There are more than one way to achieve, there is more than one way to achieve this. Unfold and shade 1 part. So if you have got a square there and you can fold it into 4 equal parts, then you can follow this activity through practically at home. If you do shade 1 part out of 4 equal parts, we say 1 out of 4 equal parts of the square is shaded, and this represents 1 quarter. 1 quarter of the square is shaded. 1 equal part out of 4 equal parts. Okay. Interestingly, in Maths No Problem, Holly explains that there are 4 equal parts, and the name of each part is a quarter or fourth. Now, we don't use the term fourth very often, okay, in in maths lessons, but in Maths No Problem, they like you to know that we can also read a quarter as 1/4. And that's important for some of the guided and follow-up activities. And of course, Charles is making you think about this question. Are there other ways to fold the paper into quarters? And of course, remembering yesterday's lesson, there are several more ways you could have folded it, but it was 4 equal parts. Each one of them would be 1/4. Okay, 1/4, 1 equal part. 1 part out of 4 equal parts is 1/4. And sometimes in Maths No Problem, known as 1/4. Okay, on to the guided practice. Question, you've got 4 questions, and question 1 says, which pictures show 1/2 of the shape shaded? So that's 1 part out of 2 equal parts. Do not be tricked. Remember, they've got to be equal. Which pictures, question 2, show 1/4 of the shape shaded? Remember, again, we need them to be equal parts, and don't be tricked. Okay, it's very easy to be tricked. We have to look really carefully at the shapes and the shadings. Question 3, which pictures show 1/2 or 1/4 of the shape shaded? Okay, so this time, again, have another good look. 1 part out of 2 equal parts, or 1 part out of 4 equal parts shaded. And then finally, match the same numbers. Okay, so you've got the fractions here, and the fraction names here, and then you have the number 1 here, which is interesting. Okay, because it matches one of the words here. Okay, and these also match to the words here, so you can figure that out, that question 4, carefully. Okay, matching the numbers to the words. Okay, when you've completed that, you've got your workbook. Oh, remind you, pages 97 to 98. So 2 pages, 2 questions on the first page. Circle the pictures that show 1/2 of the shape shaded. And remember, children, 1/2, 1 part out of 2 equal parts you're looking for in these shapes. And then circle the pictures that show 1/4 of the shape shaded. So 1 part out of 4 equal parts must be shaded. And then question 3, colour the shapes below to show 1/2. Okay, so now you're doing the shading of the shapes. You can get your coloured pencils out if you wish. And then question 4, colour the shapes below to show 1/4 shaded. Okay, so have fun with your colouring pencils on those 2 questions. And as always, there is a challenge activity should you need it, should you whiz through your fractions lesson 2 on halves and quarters today. Okay, well done, children.